All right, so it's March 13th, 1:56. We're heading down to Vegas. We were in Loyalton, California last night, which is just northwest of Reno. And there's a storm that came in last night and it's persisting. I was gonna head west, but I'm not trying to fight a mountain pass in some snow and go through the Sierra Mountains in snow. It's just not gonna happen. I got this thing called life I want to continue living, so but you know, it is what it is. It's beautiful out now. It was chilly. I'm still leathered up. I'm kind of starting to get warm. Now that I think about it, I turn the heated vest off because that's cooking me. But so you know, it's been a beautiful ride all day. I posted a post this morning from one of the other sites that I tend to post from. I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head, but it says, you know, start with what you can first. And I was thinking about that just now. You know, my couple of days home were extremely busy. You know, and when I stop for each gas stop, or when I find a place for the night, whether I camp or stay with a friend, you know, there's a ton to do, and it's a balancing act. You know, and that's life. A lot of people's anxiety comes from that situation, and I wanted to share something that I personally do to help battle that. One thing that I started doing, I don't know, probably longer than that, probably 6 or 8 years ago, was all I wear are black t-shirts. Now, on this ride, all I'm wearing is my t-shirt, so that makes it even easier. But all of my shirts, which probably 95% of them are Harley-Davidson dealer t-shirts, are black. I don't have to decide. There's no picking what I have to wear. I wear a pair of blue Carhartt jeans, double knee jeans, and I wear a black t-shirt. Now, whether I have a long sleeve shirt on or a short sleeve shirt on, that's not a choice I have to make. The weather dictates what I'm going to do. The majority of the time, if I'm riding, I'm wearing a long sleeve t-shirt with a short sleeve t-shirt on over it. And that's just, it's one less decision to make. On the road, it's pretty simple. I have a pair of tennis shoes, I have a pair of running pants, I have a pair of running shorts. If I'm not riding, I'm wearing that, depending on whether, again, if I'm riding, I'm wearing my jeans, my boots, a t-shirt, my black hoodie. You know, and I'm not saying that, oh, start wearing black. I'm saying, hey, simplify your life. It's me doing that is a form of organization, a form of routine. That's one less decision I have to even think about during the day. For work, when I was working at Biggs, and when I go back, or if I go back, I'll probably go back. I really enjoyed working there. All the managers, telling me they've got a position for me, so I really like working there. I like interacting with not only the customers but the people working there. So when I go back to work, it's a button-up Harley Davidson t-shirt or shirt, and it's simple. I just grab one. I don't have to think about it. I didn't get a shirt that I didn't like, so just grab one. It's not, they don't have a coordination of, hey, on this day you wear that shirt, and if it did, that'd make it that much more simple too. But it's literally, I just grab a button-up shirt out of the closet, and then, I've got 10 or 12 of them, and I do laundry, 2-3 times a week. So it's just go. Bedtime. Figure out what works for you and stick to it. And at that bedtime, for me, I try to be in bed by 10, and put the electronics away by 11, and I'm asleep at 11 o'clock in 3 seconds usually. That's my routine for bedtime, and I try and get up at the same time every day, or at least wake up at the same time every day, whether I need to get going early or not. Now that we had daylight saving time, I don't ride in the dark if I can avoid it. So my routine is going to shift. I'm still going to get up, but I'm going to do more emails and catching up and work, if you want to call it that. I mean, it is in a way. in the morning than I do at night, because I can ride longer at night now. I got to my friend Keena and Will's house last night, and the sun went down shortly before 8. I'm like, holy cow, it's 8 o'clock already, They had to get their kids to bed by 8:30 and all that. So if you have anxiety, doesn't matter what your anxiety comes from. No two people have anxiety for the same reason and have anxiety over the same things. But if you have anxiety and you don't have a solid routine for everything, if you can make it into a routine, make it into a routine. Now, you might say, well, I might get anxiety about sticking to my routine. Ease into it. Don't just jump into it and try and organize your entire daily schedule, and this is what you're going to do. You've got to leave some fluidity in there. There is going to be some error. There is going to be some circumstantial change. There is going to be some stuff that you can't do anything about. But simply organizing your life, it may take time for you to realize it. And as you keep adding, okay, hey, this is a routine I do. When I had a 22-foot, well, I still have the house, but I have a 2,200 square foot house in North Carolina with 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I was the only person living in it after my second divorce for a while. And I had to set a routine. And so, 5 days a week, I cleaned 2 rooms. And 1 day a week, I cleaned 1 room. And 1 day a week, I didn't clean anything. It was nice. That's just set. And, but if what I would do, my routine, which was written in whiteboard marker on my mirror in my bathroom, so I would get up and look, oh yeah, I need to do this, I need to do that. Maybe that'll work for you. That worked very well for me. But I would get up in the morning, I would take a shower, I would eat breakfast, I would clean 1 room in the morning, and then when I got home from work, I would go upstairs, change into grungy clothes so I could go work in the garage or the yard or clean or whatever, and then I would go straight to cleaning the second room. And if you're cleaning everything every week, I did clean the kitchen 2-3 times a week. Obviously, every time I cooked, I also cleaned up after myself, but I did thoroughly clean the kitchen twice a week. Obviously, if you're in a routine and you know exactly how to, I'm going to clean the living room, I need these 5 things. Bam, living room's done, everything's pledged. And if you keep up on it like that, if you keep that routine going, one, your brain is happy because your to-do list is smaller than it usually is, and you're not looking around and getting depressed because I need to clean, or getting demotivated because I got so much to do. You chip away at everything individually. Do what you can now. And then 2, if you have to skip something for when circumstances change, you have to go into work early, or you didn't get home late because of you saw friends or whatever, then it's not that big a deal because you just cleaned it last week and whatever room, it's good. Same thing with kids. Start your kids young with chores. Give them responsibility at a young age. If they're old enough to play with one of these things, a cell phone or a tablet or whatever, the computer, the TV remote, they're old enough to help you around the house. They're old enough to load and unload the dishwasher if you have one, or to even mop the floor or help with the animals or whatever. And as they get older, every 6 months or a year, depending on what kind of chore you're adding on, add a list, add onto their list. And if you teach them that, hey, this is just how life is, because that is how life is, there shouldn't be a need for a reward. If you start them out young, there won't be a need, well, I did this, where's my allowance? Well, your allowance is a roof over your head, a meal on your plate, a hot shower every once in a while, and a bedroom to sleep in, But also, tell them, reinforce that positively. Hey, I'm proud that you did your chores without being asked. I'm proud that you did your chores without being harped on. I'm proud that you did your chores properly the first time. Thank you. And reward them every now and then with something, whether it be, extra time on an iPad or tablet or whatever, or extra time, playing, or let them stay up 10 minutes late, or go buy them the big thing these days for younger kids is squishies and slime or whatever. more importantly, reward them with your time, because that's what the kids want. And the same goes for you. As you establish your routine and it becomes routine, you need to reward yourself. You need to remind yourself that you did well, you know. And sometimes you can unintentionally remind yourself, you know, you have guests over and they're like, man, your house is clean, it's really nice, or, you know, whatever. You can pat yourself on the back for that and go, man, I did good, you know. So that's the thing, do what you can now, and to do that, organize your life, categorize things, and you know, hey, Wednesdays I need to do this, you know. Get a calendar if you need, write everything out on a calendar, use your phone, put it in your phone, you know, do whatever you got to do, but organize your life. And then, you know, it's going to adjust as you start, and in the end it'll make things considerably easier, really, in every aspect. I promise you that. You know, you look at a huge mess in a garage. You know, our garages all become, for those of us that have them, all become a collection of stuff a lot of the time, or, you know, a craft room or a kitchen or the man cave or whatever you got. You know, it becomes a collection, and if every day you spend 5-10 minutes on that, fixing it, getting it organized, getting it cleaned out, throwing away the stuff that's not usable that you've been collecting. I have a bad problem with that. Oh, I could use this in 2 years, you know. A few years back, I did what I could to eliminate a lot of my junk, motorcycle parts that are wrecked, and, you know, I had plans, but it's like, well, I haven't done it yet. I'm not going to do it for another few more years. I can figure it out then. When I moved a couple of times, you know, I got rid of stuff, you know, donate stuff to charity, get rid of the stuff that you know, you don't need, but it's still usable, you know. But you start organizing your garage a bit by bit, and as you see progress, sometimes it takes a little bit to see it. It's the same way with your life. You get that feeling when you're done with your garage or whatever, and you're like, man, this looks good. And then if you use your organization, you use your routine to stay on that, it's not a week worth of work anymore. It's 10-15 minutes, you know, each time. So, you know, that all applies to life. It's the same concept. You look back and you're like, man, my life is, I have more spare time. I can sit and watch YouTube videos. I can listen to Grant ramble about stuff. You know, you can go to an American Foundation for Suicide Prevention and walk. So, but that's my thought for the day. It's windy out here. It's been getting blown around all day. But it's still been a beautiful ride. I'll be to Vegas here in about 49 miles, actually. And then I'm going to get Trinity washed, visit with some friends, maybe sell some t-shirts. I don't know. We'll see. Don't forget, though, check out my sponsors, Biggs Harley Davidson. They hooked me up with an amazing price on Trinity. They'll do the same for you. They'll take care of you. We've got Custom Dynamics. They gave me all the lights for the Trinity. These things are bright, man. If it weren't for my anxiety, I'd have no problem riding at night. They are much better. They fill out better than any other light I've ever used. The tail lights especially keep me visible. That triple play where all the lights flash is awesome. You've got cruise armor. You can see right here, even the stickers. One of these stickers was coming up earlier. It doesn't want to stick to the cruise armor. The bugs on the front are the same way. You got 26,000, almost 27,000 miles on this bike, and the front forks look brand new. Law Tigers is there for me if something happens. They've got my back. They've got yours too. Riding in a pack, even though I'm riding alone. And Leslie K Insurance is sitting right by my side if I need anything as well to take care of my insurance needs. Okay, and then Tire Dynamics down in San Diego. They help me out with a little bit of gas money here and there. John down there, the owner, amazing person. It's an amazing shop. They do everything from tires, brakes, alignments, all the way to custom vehicles too. If you go in there and ask to see some of the cars that John has built, look up Psycho 32, an amazing 32 Ford Coupe that he built. So sometimes it's 29 Roadsters down there too. Pretty cool dude, pretty cool shop. So I'm thankful for all of them because they're making this trip a lot easier. And I'm thankful for every one of you that have helped support me, whether it be liking, posting, commenting, sharing stuff on Facebook and Instagram, and then also subscribing on YouTube here, or whether it be donating to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. It's all appreciated. Remember, you are loved, you have purpose, okay? Never give up. Have a good day.